Welcome. Hi, Jose.
Hi, Ruth.
I always love it.
I've been wanting to say that for so long now.
I always love hearing it, even at work. Like, I can never tell if people are genuinely telling me hi or trying to reference that they watch the show. I'm like, oh, hi. I don't want to be too excited.
Well, did it start a couple of weeks ago or?
Did. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a reference.
I love it. It's still weird to get support from people. But yeah, welcome. Welcome to my show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Big fan, first time, long time. Or long time, first time. How do you say? Yeah. Long time fan of the show and of you. First time being on.
Aww.
Oh, I needed to tell you this. This is the one thing I did think about ahead of time. As a millennial man, this is the first time I'm ever speaking into a microphone for a podcast, and I feel like it's far too long. Everybody else I know in the world that is my age has been on a podcast before.
Really?
For some reason, yeah.
What do they talk about?
People just talk about all kinds of stuff.
They do.
Yeah. I have friends who did a basketball show, who did like a hip hop show, people who do soccer shows. Like, people just do podcasts. And I was like, I've never been on one. Like, I've been asked to be on one. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And thank you. But like, I feel like at this point in my life, I should probably be on a podcast. And here I am.
Yeah, look at you. Here you are. Aw. I'm so glad you were part of the people that were down to do it, because a lot of people are not. It's very 50-50, and I get it. You know, the people who I talk to, they ask me, they're like, well, or I ask them, like, would you ever want to go on? They're like, what would we talk about? And they say that, like, and they look at me like, are you going to talk about the stuff that I've told you? And it's like, no, it's not that at all. Like, we are just here to talk. We're just talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to start off with the first round of questions.
Okay.
Who are you?
Me. I am Jose.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
What happened?
Okay, you know how we always, we go out for drinks.
Mhm.
We've always talked about a whiskey flight,
Mm-hmm.
and we never fucking do it.
Right.
So I got us a whiskey flight.
Okay, so that's what this is on the table.
That's why it's on the table,
Okay,
and there's only 3 options, which is why there's a lot of whiskey in all of them.
Okay.
So I'm not going to tell you what they are.
They are scary pours.
They are scary pours. But it's fine. It's early. It's Sunday.
Right.
Okay, cool. We're going to pour you some ice, and then this will be our first sample.
Okay.
How much ice do you want?
That's good.
Okay, cool. All right, cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, Who are you?
Me. I am Jose. I'm cousin Jose. I've been mentioned once or twice in the show before. Not as early as I would have liked, but you know. But yeah, just Jose. Second born son to my parents. I got an older sister that's 4 years older than me. We've known each other our whole life. Well, your whole life.
My whole life.
Yeah, your whole life, not my whole life. But yeah, that's just me, who I am.
Nice.
Cheers.
I always love asking people that question, and it interests me to see how people define themselves. Like me, I immediately said my age, where I'm from, which is Guatemala and the Valley, because I feel like that kind of identifies me more of my personality and who I am and all that. So, and then other people are just like, I'm just like the kiddos. They're like, this is my name, this is my age. And that made sense.
True.
Yeah. What are you passionate about?
Oh, damn. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I wish I had an actual answer for this. Like, the things that I love, you know, I love my sports teams, which I'm actually pretty passionate about. You know, I got my Galaxy season tickets that, you know, I'm there basically every weekend during the summer, travel and go watch them when they go away. So yeah, I'm very passionate about supporting my teams, basically supporting the things that I love. So yeah. That's something I'm passionate about. Anything that I like, I love. Anything that I love to support. So
yeah, even the people.
Even my peoples, yes.
Oh, that is nice to see. Because I knew you were very passionate about soccer and family and all that, but to see it, but for you to explain it into a bigger realm of like, or at least to generalize it and things that I love and then supporting that.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, no, like anything that if I like something, I tend to love it. Like I don't have very like feelings towards something. Like if I'm into something, like I love it.
Either a hard yes or a hard no.
Yeah. So it's not something. Usually I was like, yeah, no, I can take it or leave it. Nah. No, it's like if it's my thing, it's my thing. And I love it. Yeah.
Okay. What's important to you?
In what sense?
Priorities.
I mean, yeah, the family first and foremost. Yeah, I think the family and trying to make them proud, make myself proud, and just being there is important to me.
What does that mean?
It means like not so much being present, but being there, being reliable, being like you mentioned, I think you said you had been to a birthday dinner last night. I've got a birthday dinner tonight. And like some days, it's a Sunday. It's been a very busy weekend. I've got a very busy day planned for today. And I'm going to be tired by the time this comes around. But it's like, no, not going is not an option. Like you got to be there. You got to support your people. So yeah, being there is very, very important to me. So
yeah, being there is very important. Like yesterday, it's an hour drive. And I think I was there for 2 hours and I drove back. But that didn't matter to me. Like, even for Sean's graduation, I knew that I wasn't going to be there for a long time. I made it a long drive. But I still made time for it because that is important. Okay, so family, being there. Anything else that's important to you?
Not off the top of my head. Not in such a broad sense.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Let me find my phone. Because after the essential questions, I've been growing my interview questionnaire, so you're gonna be the first one to hear.
Ooh, let's go.
I think I added 2 more.
All right.
Let's see. Well, we'll start with the ones that I asked the nephews, which is when you get overwhelmed. Well, do you have any tell signs when you get overwhelmed?
Oh yeah, I've got some pretty physical. I get the shakes.
You get shakes.
I get the shakes. Like if I'm ever so I don't do a lot of coffee. So if I ever drink like a big coffee, I get the shakes. If I'm ever overwhelmed, I get the shakes. Like I can feel it in my body. Like I was like, and then so yeah.
So like the moment something hits your nervous system, and
no, it's not. It's not even. No, it's not when it hits. It's when I get overwhelmed. Like I'm pretty good about dealing with a lot of stuff, but once it gets to be too much, then I can feel it throughout my whole body. I get the shakes. Like I don't like it. And then I'm a huge proponent of deep breaths. Oh. Because it sounds corny, but like if you do it, it works. Or at least for me, it works so well. Just like four counts in, hold it, 4 counts out a couple of times. And yeah, and then like the shakes go away. I'm like, all right, cool. Calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward for me.
Damn.
Yeah.
When did that start to happen?
Oof. I don't know when it started to happen, but I know I noticed it maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah, so like in my mid-20s, and that's when I really started to notice that like I could actually start. Because that's when I started paying attention and like really thinking about stuff. So like I can tell when I'm genuinely sad. I can tell. I walk slower. Like my head literally hangs. Like I'll be walking like this. I was like, pick your head up. Like you're sad. And like, or if I'm anxious, yeah. So like it physically shows in my body and how it reacts. So then I started kind of paying attention. So when I notice what's going on, then I can kind of address it, which... Yeah. Are
you good at addressing it, or you're just like, can you not?
No. Only because it's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one I haven't figured out yet, I've got a left eye twitch that happens now.
The eye twitch.
The eye twitch, yes, right?
Yeah.
And but that one's not like... I think that one's either some sort of combination of being exhausted and being stressed. Because, it'll happen like at work towards the end of the week when I've just like been dealing with shit all week long. Like the eye twitch comes in. I was like, oh, yes, I know. I'm tired. But get me till 5 o'clock. Give me to 6 o'clock.
And then we'll deal
with it. And then we'll deal with it. Yeah. But right now I can't. So yeah, just kind of listening to the cues, my physical cues is what I use. And I haven't figured out the eye twitch yet, but like the shakes and the sadness, like I've kind of figured those out. So I'm pretty good at addressing those when they come up.
Yeah, that's good. Self-awareness is the first step. Yeah, it's hard even for me. I just don't. I fight it. I fight it until I realize it's a little bit too late, and I'm like crying while I'm driving or something, and I'm like, fuck, I knew something was wrong and I haven't addressed it, and now it's built up and I'm sobbing on the fucking highway. And like today, this morning, for example, someone, an ex of mine, I saw that they posted a story that their childhood best friend passed away. by
Saw
their
that.
own choice.
Mhm.
And that was heavy to
Mhm.
think about in the morning. And then told me that their dog died. So much sadness in the morning.
Mhm.
And then every other bit of sadness started hitting me too, because for some reason I've been thinking about death a lot lately. A lot of people are dying. A lot of people are
It
dying.
comes with age. Like,
It happens.
Yeah.
It just is. And I know it is. And if anything, that's kind of been helping me be more grateful, or to kind of minimize whatever thing that I think is a big deal. It's like, it's not that serious.
It has a complete opposite effect on me.
What do you mean?
Makes me anxious.
Thinking about death?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, you don't know how much time you have.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%.
Or how much time you have with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah.
True.
That makes me anxious. Like, that's how I react to it. It's like, shit. Like, what if? What if? What if? You got to get shit done. You got to do things now. Like,
now it's setting in panic. Why
Yeah.
not just being in the moment?
Well, if I could be in the moment, life would be a lot easier.
Anxiety, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Overwhelming. How do you want people to show up for you in stressful moments like this? Do you need space? Do you want someone to ask you if you're okay?
No, I don't want someone to ask me if I'm okay.
Why?
I mean, I like being checked in on. That is how I like people being there for me. Yeah, because I really, really appreciate it. I've got a couple of friends who like they do a pretty good job of just checking in randomly, unprovoked. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? We just do a quick little catch up. It's like, oh, they care about how I'm doing. They want to know what's going on with me in my life, and like that's very important to me. But yeah, no prying questions. I'm not a big fan. I shut down on those real quick. Like, like, how you doing? I'm okay. And like a second one is like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm okay, thank you. If we get to third and fourth, like, are you okay? No, really, but are you okay? But like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. Go away. Leave me alone. Like, if I wanted to tell you, I would have told you on the second one, but probably would have told you on the first one, but
but I didn't.
But on the sixth, what's going on with you? No, I'm done. So yeah, no, the prying questions shut me down real quick. But yes, people just checking in for how you doing, how you been, whether something's going on or something's not going on. That's how I like people to be there for me. Yeah. So even if I don't like vent, or if I don't like lay it all out there, just having somebody ask is important to me. It's big for me.
Yeah, it's nice to know that you're like in somebody's thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Being cared for, even just a little bit.
Yeah. Especially because like a lot of things in life, I don't know, this might just be me. It might just be me being a douche. But like a lot of things in life, they can't fix for me. Like if I'm stressed at work, you can't come to my job and help me finish my project. Like you can't. So you asking how you doing, how's work, like that's enough for me. Like even other bigger things in life, like a lot of things you can't come fix them for me. So you asking, prying isn't gonna help me. But checking in and seeing how we're doing, that works for me just fine. That's all I need. Yeah.
And just like letting it out helps so much. Just having somebody listen, and you don't even realize the relief that you feel. Because when did we start getting closer? I feel like it was pretty recent. Was it after I broke up with the one guy that I was living with? Or
it was definitely after the dark ages.
There's a period of my life where it is before dating this person and then after dating this person. I have two completely different versions of myself.
And during that time, we refer to it as the dark ages because we'll be telling stories like, oh yeah, remember this thing that happened at the thing? And everybody like, ha 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 ha. And it was like, wait, when was this? Like, oh yeah, it's because Ruth wasn't showing up to family functions and Ruth wasn't around because that was the dark ages. And so yeah, it was definitely after the dark ages. But because before that, you were still relatively young. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then no.
Yeah.
So we weren't like hanging out and talking about a lot of stuff before that. And then it was the Dark Ages. And then after you came out of that, that's when yeah, I think that's when we started talking a lot more and hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I slowly started getting back into the family.
And then I also had a little bit of my own little Dark Age kind of thing. So once I was out of that, yeah, then I think that's when it lined up, when we started talking a lot more and spending more time getting closer.
We were trauma bonding
a little bit
over our bullshit, over our Dark Ages, but it was fun. It was fine. Look at us. Look at us.
Right.
It's fine. Okay, all right. Next one. I need to not drink that because it's gonna be a problem. Next, did you like that one? I didn't really like it.
Yeah, it was soft. I liked it.
You know, I guess there's worse. Oh,
all right, whatever. Well, we'll go hard.
We'll go hard on that last one.
The last one, yeah.
On the warmest one. It's been in my car.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I got leftover ice. See?
Oh.
That's what you get for babysitting the first one.
That might be the first podcast I throw up. Oh. Okay, we're fine.
It's okay. It's fine. We're good.
God. But you know, we're also, as good as we are for each other, we're also a little toxic.
We're a little bit.
We're just each other's hype, man.
It's
What's
true.
wrong with that?
Well, there's a lot wrong. Well,
a lot could go wrong in that.
Yeah. Because when you pour 6 glasses of whiskey on the bottle, somebody else would be like, it is noon. We need to calm down. We have work tomorrow. And I'm like, why only 6? That's 3 for you and 3 for me.
You said it was a fight.
I like that first one. No. And that's how we end up in trouble.
Oh my God, I know. But it's fun.
It is
I've
fun.
enjoyed our times. I regret nothing.
Exactly.
It's all good. It's a healing process.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. If you could have any object or thing that can bring you happiness, what would it be?
Any object or thing? I don't know.
Could be fries. Could be a garden. Could be a special bottle that you've found. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You know what? This is a new life goal that I got. I want to say about a year ago. I want an obnoxious fish tank.
Oh my God.
Obnoxious. I want just like a giant fish tank with like something with like where you walk in and be like, do you really need that? And I'm like, no, I don't. But
why?
Because
why is that going to bring you happiness?
It serves no purpose other than just decoration, and it's a hobby, so it's something to do. So it's not like a painting where you buy it, you put it on the wall, and then boom, that's it. So it's like a hobby. So it gives me something to do, and it's a working success. Because if you leave it alone, then the poor fish are gonna die, and it goes green, and it looks ugly, and whatever. So, but if it looks pretty, that's because you got good at it. You are keeping it up, and then it's look pretty. If it's obnoxious, it's big enough so people notice. I'm like, oh damn, look at your big. Yeah, and then
the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. So that is I don't think I'm actually going to do it just because money wise and space wise and just and
time. I feel like
it takes up a lot of time. Yeah, so I don't think I'm actually going to do it. It's just if you told me snap of a finger, you get one thing that's gonna make you crazy happy, it would be give it to me right now.
An obnoxious fish tank.
But other than that, another set of Eras Tour tickets, or a Super Bowl for my Vikings, because it's never happened, and that would bring me a lot of joy.
When was the last time they won a Super Bowl?
They've never won one.
They've never won one?
Miserable, no.
But you're still loyal.
Oh, I said that.
Loyal supporter.
So that would bring me a lot of joy. But yeah, no.
Okay. Interesting.
What about you? Is there something you're looking at you want?
As of right now, I've thought about it would be a house, but only because I could create more happiness inside of it or outside of it. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Yeah, room for that. Other than that, though, no, don't care. Nothing. Yeah. Just here. Okay. Well, Speaking of houses, though, before I get to this next question, because that one's kind of a bummer. Not a bummer, but just an nice transition. Anyway, you got a new place.
I did get a new place.
You own it.
Yes.
And how does that feel?
It is so much work. I am so tired.
I know.
But no, it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. It's so much work. Like, I just wanted to buy a couch and sit on my couch and watch TV in my place. But before I can get there, there's so much work that needs to go into getting the place habitable and like just livable and make it so it fits me. Like little by little, it's starting to like. I threw up some galaxy decor yesterday for the first time. I was like, oh, there you go. This feels a little more like home now. Yeah, exactly. It's not just random generic house for sale. Yeah. It's now this is where I live because I'm starting to see my stuff go up. So yeah, it's slowly but surely, but it's so much work. I'm so exhausted. But it makes you like through that. Just I've been so appreciative. Like I love my family. I'm so appreciative of my family. They are amazing. They support me way more than I deserve and way more than I need. But even through this, like they have showed up for me so much recently. And it's just, I don't know, like you know it's there. You know, like if you need them, they'll be there for you. And then when you need them and they like legit show up happy and just ready to help you with whatever you need, it's like, damn, this is a physical, tangible representation of their love or their commitment or whatever. And it's like, it's been so much fun. Like that's been my favorite part of all of this. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work and really tiring, but yeah, no. So now I got a mortgage now. Like, what the hell?
Oh, God.
That's miserable.
What's that like?
Well,
you're good with finances.
I'm pretty good. I'm fairly good with them, yeah.
You're an accountant. What's your position?
At the same time, I'm an accountant, yeah. No, I mean,
so you're good with numbers?
Yeah. I can do it. I'm fine. It's just...
When did you get good at that? Me, I am financially illiterate and don't know what I'm doing. And like,
yeah, I know. I've yelled at you about it a couple of times. Yeah,
everyone has, honestly. Yeah, because of being a part of a Hispanic family and community, like our parents didn't know much either. And so, yeah, how did you get into that?
I don't know. Like I've always been pretty good with it. I've never been like in huge debt or anything like that. I've never like super struggled. But I also was like paycheck came in, paycheck goes out like for a long time, like through my 20s. But I think like everybody's like that. So yeah, probably around the time I turned like 27, 28. And I was like, that's when I started like, all right, you need to start putting money away because you're going to need it down the road. And just in case God forbid something happens, like your car blows up or something and you have $20 in your bank account, like that's going to suck. So no, you got to put some money away. So that's kind of what's hit the switch for me. Like you have to be able to be a little bit more prepared for yourself. And that was kind of what kicked into it. But I was always fairly good with it in the beginning. Yeah. So it wasn't that big of a deal or big of a transition. It was just being a little bit better about it. But yeah, no, it's kind of come relatively.
Do you have any investments anywhere?
I mean, yeah, but just like regular like 401k and like an investment account, but it's not like huge or giant or anything.
Do you pay somebody to deal with that for you?
Oh no, it's just
like I don't know, stocks and
no, yeah,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's just on an app.
Just an app. Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Esther and I look up to you in that sense, where you just like have your shit handled and somehow are able to get a house. And yeah, we no, I'm a cry.
Oh
no! How long has it been?
Hey, we made it pretty far.
I'm telling you,
we made it pretty far.
Halfway through, and I don't like this whiskey. Do you like it? Did you try it?
Yeah. These have all been fairly soft. That one feels like it's gonna be spicy. That one's gonna burn a little, but with the ice, I'm good.
The ice helps. Okay, maybe it just doesn't have ginger ale in it. But no, like you have been. and I can't stop it at this point.
Yeah.
I tried changing the subject. I'm still crying. But you've always been the brother that we never had.
Aw.
And you've always been there for us and been a really good example and just have been so supportive and loving and like been on our side because we've been through a lot with like our family and shit. And you've always just kind of been there to validate our feelings and make sure that like we feel loved and like your whole family, honestly. And yeah, you've I just appreciate and love you so much. And I hope I know you know that, but still,
Yes,
I feel
of
like we
course.
don't express it enough.
Yeah, no, I feel like we should say it more often. Like, no, I love you too. And I feel like the age difference really worked in my favor in that aspect because just as you guys were growing up and going through your things, like at that point I had been a little I'm older, but I'm not so much older where I'm like your parents' age, but I'm not 2 years older than you where I don't really have a lot of perspective. So when things started happening, when things are going down, I feel like I had a little bit more perspective and I was able to like, just listen or give advice wherever I could or whatever. So I really feel like that helped a lot. But like we've grown up together the entire like our whole lives. So of course, anytime something's happening, anytime you need anything, like of course I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's been awesome to just have you guys be around like that and be that close and watching you guys grow up and be your own people. Like, because, it like I said, that same age gap, because I remember vividly when you two were babies, because I was old enough to remember when you guys were babies and you guys were little kids and your annoying little brat age. And then you grow up into like being actual adults with your own personalities and your own lives. So it's been a lot of fun to just be able to watch and jump in wherever I could, wherever I need, wherever it's been needed. So yeah, I'm grateful that you guys see me like that. And yeah, you both know, Esther, if you ever need me, like I'm around in any way that I possibly can be.
Thank you.
Of course.
Damn. Oh yeah, the age gap. The age gap I feel like has helped us out so much because when we were being teenagers and doing our own thing, you were in your 20s doing your own thing. So I feel like by the time we started getting into our more adulthood, you guys were already like calming down and like thinking about all the other things. So it all just kind of worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
I do hope the nephews have that same kind of, and I guess they do with Leon.
I think so.
And Nova. That kind of same age gap.
Yeah, because they're at the same. They're this teenage age where they can appreciate them being little kids and watching them grow and so
being support for them.
So hopefully it'll work out for them the same way.
Yeah. I was trying to think about. Well, how are you doing in general?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not great. Not amazing. Not terrible. I'm okay. The house is definitely taking up all of my time and energy, to where I don't really have all that much extra time to think or dwell on things or just like stress out about other things. So yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Are you making time to rest at least, even if it's like once a week?
Not right now.
Couple hour, 1 hour of a nap.
Oh,
maybe.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like my Saturday afternoons so far have been like my time to catch up. Yeah. So like it's not overwhelming. Like it is tiring, and my days are full. But no, it's not overwhelming to the point where I'm falling apart. I'm just like tired, like physically tired from just doing things all the time.
Energy levels are low.
Yeah, exactly. But it's all fulfilling stuff right now. So yeah, in general,
that's good.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've had to come to terms with not every day is gonna be a good day, and if it's not a good day, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've got a a darker aspect on that.
No, you do. What is it?
I
Let me hear
do.
it. have
I mean,
wishes.
like, I expect this about a lot of things. Like, if you always expect to be disappointed, you're never disappointed. And,
God.
like, I understand that's a Debbie Downer kind of way of looking at things. But, like, sometimes you're like, yeah, today's going to suck. And if it sucked, you're like, yeah, I kind of figured. I saw that one coming. But if it doesn't suck, then you're like, yeah, look at this.
Oh my
Better day than I
God.
expected.
That's
Because
horrible.
I know, but I can't go through life being like, today's gonna be awesome, and then it's not awesome. It's like, oh damn, that was way worse than I thought it was gonna be. Like that seems like a terrible way.
But what about today just is? Whatever fucking comes in, whatever goes out, it just is. And we're just going to take it as it comes.
If I could, I
'Cause we
would,
can.
but I can't.
No, you need to
No.
start low and
I
then
know,
give yourself
I-
little rewards.
It's not that I need to start low. It's like I kind of want to set expectations. So what do I expect today to be?
Why do you want expectations?
I don't know. I know it's not healthy.
It's not.
It's bad. But I feel like I feel more prepared that way. I don't think I can go. Yeah, I don't think I can
like
go.
being caught off guard.
Not at all.
Why?
Like the we'll see what happens today does not work for me.
Anxiety through the fucking roof.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like nope, doesn't make sense. I have to assess it in some sort of way. It's not like I'm spending a lot of time thinking about it.
Right.
I'm not going through my schedule for the day. It's just like today's gonna be busy at work. It's like, oh, all right, I'm gonna be tired by the end of the day, and that's it. Like that. So if it ends up being not so busy, then cool. Then today was not as bad. Or like, oh, I did all my shit. Today's gonna be a nice chill day. And if it isn't, it's like, oh fuck, all right, cool. Missed it on that one. But no, I'm usually like, I'm not looking forward like 3 months, but at least for my day, I'm looking forward far enough ahead where I'm like, yeah, I kind of know what I'm expecting for today, and then that's how I set myself up for the day. But no, I do not wake up and go like, well, we'll see what happens today. Cannot. That's a little too laissez-faire for me.
That is me all the way through and through.
I wish I could, but I can't.
Oh God. All right. Well, that leads me to my next question. Kind of, not really.
Transition.
Transition. And this is one that I was thinking about in my car.
Okay.
If you can picture yourself on your deathbed, and someone asked you if you had any regrets, what do you think it would be?
If I had any regrets, what I think it'll be, or what am I scared it's gonna be?
Both. What do you think it'll be?
I think the answer is the same for both of them. He didn't live up to his potential. That will probably be my regret as I'm dying, and that's the scary part. That's the one where I'm like, damn, you gotta do better.
I know, you always say that. You always say that after every accomplishment you have, you're like, I could do better.
You could, yeah.
But like, where's the threshold? Who sets it? What do you, what?
The craziness in your head. Craziness in my head.
We are our own worst enemy
Yes.
because we never let ourselves just have a moment to give ourselves credit for what we're doing.
Yeah. But it's also my own delusions of grandeur. Like,
Yeah.
like, who am I to say that I could be doing better? Rather than it's just me setting my own dumbass expectations. But yeah, if I'm looking that far ahead into the future, I'd be like, if I'm sitting there awake enough to have regrets, I'm like, damn, could have done a little bit more.
My God, awake enough. Like,
I'm waking up.
I could fit in another thing. I got 5 minutes
Oh
left.
no. Not at that point. I am not the let's be productive today kind of person. I am the damn, I should have been productive yesterday kind of person.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I get that.
So no, I'm not gonna be like I can still accomplish one more thing out of this deathbed. And I was like, damn, I should have done more like 20 years ago. That's what it is.
What's your ideal self? Like if you could be at the the goal that you're trying to be at with yourself. Like me, for example, I think not really considering who I am, I think that I am, or that I could be, a happy social person that is creative and is organized and can handle everything.
Mm-hmm.
And half of that is true. The other half is just what I want to be and what I struggle with and what I'm insecure with and what I want to get better at, which is why I think that'd be my peak self. Because organization, don't got it. Creativity, it's there, but I don't follow through on anything. Ooh, consistent. I want to be consistent. That's another thing. So shit like that. What is your ideal self?
I don't think I've ever thought about that. As far as I don't think I've got. I mean, my ideal self would be more. How do I put this? I don't want to say more efficient because that's not the right word. It would be, I don't know, more productive in some sort of sense. I feel like I'm not productive enough. And like just general aspects of life. Like,
oh, wait, we've talked about this before where it's like we kind of compare our lives to our parents.
oh, yeah, absolutely.
So is that what you kind of compare it to? It's like, well, my parents did this. I could at the very least fucking do that.
Well, yes. Yeah. But also, yes, and to build on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what they were able to do with their lives, what they accomplished, what they provided for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to be able to take that and build on it and do better and go bigger. And that's the motivating force.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, because I don't see myself as starting at zero. I see myself as starting at everything that I've been given, all the support that I've had. Like, yeah, so with everything that I've been blessed with and all the support that I've had, like I need to be able to make something of myself with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that comes from. So yeah, that's what I'm like when I want to say I want to be more productive. I want to do more. Is I want to do more with what I've got and what I've been given. So
yeah,
that's kind of the driver of where that's coming from.
I see that.
But other than that, like personality wise,
I'm great.
I think so. I'm funny. If you don't get it, that's on you.
I see no reason to change here.
Oh no, there's a lot to change. It's just I'm not all that stressed about it.
Honestly, same. Yeah. There's a lot of things that I need to work on, but I'm just like, it's not my biggest worry right now.
Yeah,
it's fine. We're getting by.
No, the only thing. Oh, my my New Year's resolution for the year that I have miserably failed on.
Shit, what was it?
I was trying to be more social this year.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It is June, and I have failed miserably.
What have you done?
Made 0 new friends. I don't talk to people. Like, I don't talk to people. It's really bad. And I know it's a personality flaw. And I was trying to fix it this year, but I'm very tired and I don't have the time. So.
Is that what it is? Is that you don't have energy to socialize?
Oh, I don't have the energy. And it's just not in me. Like, you are a social butterfly. You talk to people. You make friends everywhere you go.
I really do. I don't know what it is, but like I will meet a stranger and act like we've been friends for years. And if they reciprocate that same energy, then we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just kind of works that way. And if they're standoffish and, you know, then maybe we'll just share a laugh, a joke here and there, and then that's it. But
and I'm standoffish. I'm like,
you are.
Why are you talking to me? What's going on here?
You're like, are you drunk? Leave me alone.
Right, well, yeah. Which I know. Yeah. So that's the thing that I was trying to fix this year, but it never got off. I never launched it. I never actually did it. And yeah, no. So.
Well, you have other stuff going on. You've been busy.
Yeah. But still. So it was a resolution for a year, but I got half a year to see if I can catch up.
You got halfway to go.
We got to double it up on the second half if we're gonna catch up and try. But yes, no.
Yeah.
I gotta be a little bit more social, a little bit more, more outgoing.
And it's not even like being more outgoing. It's just being your true self.
No, my true self is rotting on a couch.
What? Well, then maybe you want to go to a sports bar and rot on another couch with some other people who like the same things.
No, that's a lot of work.
Why?
I want to watch it on my TV on my couch. That is my true self, and that's the problem.
Okay.
Like if you're saying you be your true self, like it's just me, leave me alone. I'm gonna do my thing on my own. I've gotten very good at it. Like I like traveling solo to the point where when I'm traveling with people, it makes me anxious now.
Yeah, because then you have to think about, are they good? Are they having a good time? What do they want to do? Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. Like I had this whole spiel because I went, even then I did a weekend trip to Big Bear with a couple of friends. And the entire time I was like, are you guys good? Are you guys good? Are you guys bored? Are you okay?
Oh, no.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Like I was giving them options. Like we can go eat here. We can go eat here. We can do this. What time are you going to want to get up? Blah, blah, blah. And when I travel alone, I'm just like, fuck it. If I wake up, I wake up. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Like I just do it all on my own. But then being with other people, it makes me super anxious. I'm like, because I know I'm fine, and I just like that's also a little bit of trauma from the past, dealing with people who are always in a pissed off mood and everybody's always cranky, and it's just like, shut up, just go with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
But now I have overcorrected where I'm trying to make sure everybody's okay all the time. So yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah. But no, if you're asking me to be my true self is sitting on a couch by myself, watching the things that I like to watch. And that is not the best way to go through life. So
I disagree. If that's what you feel the most comfortable doing.
Oh, no, that is a slippery slope.
Of that being comfortable?
Oh, yeah. Of like, because that very quickly turns into you don't leave the house and it stays dark and nothing gets cleaned and... But if you start off by not feeling bad about it in the beginning and you let yourself have this, then once you do start feeling bad, then I feel like that you'd probably either get, maybe, I'm just saying, hypothetically, you be like, cool, I'm going to let myself have this moment. And then until I'm tired of doing it, then I'll go do something else. Or until I start feeling bad about doing this, then I'll do one small thing and if I feel good doing that, I'll go back to doing what I want to do. I don't know. But if that's your true self, don't feel bad about it or don't feel like it's going to lead into a negative thing. Oh, it will. And
if it does, then you can redirect that.
Yeah.
But still having this moment, that's a good thing for you.
I mean, that's my default, so it's fine. I'm not depriving myself of it because...
But you're beating yourself up about it.
Well, yeah, because it got to get fixed.
What fixed?
Gotta go out and make friends. Like I'm telling you, this is the resolution.
But if you don't want to.
I don't want to. And then that's where you go, like, that's where the resolution came from. It's like I realized, like, I haven't made a new friend in a long time. Just because I like the people that I like and I like to be left alone. And that's it. But no, there's a big wide world out there of people that you should be networking with. You should be talking to people at the office. You should you should be just having conversations and talking to people, and you have opportunities come up for you professionally, or you have opportunities come up for you socially, but it doesn't happen if you're just sitting in the dark by yourself. So you have to put yourself out there, and that's where that's coming from. But that takes actual physical, like, work on my end.
Yeah.
It doesn't come naturally to me. So
are you good at getting out of your comfort zone? No.
It's annoying. Like I'll do it just out of obligation, but not because I ever want to.
Yeah.
Or not because I think it's gonna be fun.
Cheers.
Hey, see?
This is sweeter.
This one's a little spicy.
It is a little spicy. It does have more than what the last one did. And the water helped. Look at that color. Beautiful, beautiful golden water. Down whiskey. But no, facing your fears and getting out of your comfort zone, I guess they're not the same, but kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, is really what helps you.
Yeah, because it's not really a fear. It's just more, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it feels fake.
My therapist, it does feel fake. You force it out of you because it's not there. But then eventually you're like, oh, that's not that bad. Yeah. My therapist always tells me, she's like, you need to sit with the discomfort. And I'm like, ugh. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. What does that even mean? How long am I supposed to sit in this fucking discomfort?
Until it starts to itch.
Yeah. Oh, God. Like, my eye starts twitching. Oh, where did it start? I dive into things that make me uncomfortable ever since I started when I was working at Jackalope.
Mm-hmm.
And then Quentin Tarantino was there filming Once Upon a Time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was terrified. I was so scared to even ask for his autograph. But I was like, I'm never going to get this chance again. So I walked over my little fucking movie. Did that. And then talking to strangers. That and then all of that, getting out of my comfort zone and every little thing, going to a job and not knowing anybody and being scared that I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't. I don't know, but I always got rewarded in it in some way or form, and then I always, I don't know, got a little dopamine hit out of it. I'd be like, oh hey, I can do that.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to do because there are benefits to it. It's just,
When was the last time you got out of your comfort zone?
oh God, I don't know. Gosh, in what way? Probably when I took a job like 2 years ago. It was like a career move. It was a big step forward. That I didn't think I could do. It's just like the next step in the process. It's like, all right, cool. Now you've got the qualifications for this. You got to go and do it. And yeah, no, I was, couldn't relate to any of my coworkers that were all a lot younger than me. I didn't think this was a job that I was going to be able to do. And yeah, I was uncomfortable in it for a long time, but it was just like, it was the next thing that had to get done. Like I couldn't stay at my previous job because like, that's not where my career was going. So I needed to take the next step. And that was super uncomfortable for a long time. And yeah, that's probably the last time I was like out of my comfort zone, like a lot, like continuously. And I mean, it got better. I didn't never say I was ever really comfortable, but yeah. But out of obligation, not because it was like, oh, I'm going to try something to better myself. Like, no, it's just like, no, this is the next step. This is what you got to do. So go do it.
But it was to better yourself. It was to reach another level that you wanted to get to.
Yeah. See, those two things can be true, but that wasn't why I was doing it.
Yeah. It was just,
out of obligation. Like, yes, next step to move forward is to do this. So suck it up and go do it.
Okay. How often do you do things that you want to do?
I do things I want to do all the time. Like I'm very selfish that way.
Yeah, true. I never see you deprive yourself of anything.
No.
No. If anything, that's a priority.
Exactly.
The shit that you want to do. God, I love it.
Yeah. I ever since what's his name on Parks and Recs, when they said treat yourself, I've been living by that motto my entire life since I heard that. Like, yes, you know what? Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You had a rough day at work today.
You do.
But no, I very much, if it's something that I like, something that I enjoy, and I'm able to do it, like I've got no qualms, no problem taking the time, spending the money, like whatever it is, doing the work. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So what's next now?
Hell if I know. No, really, I legit don't know. Like this was my last big goal. And now so I'm here, like I gotta see this through. And then after this, I don't know what the next big goal is in life. So we'll figure that out when we get there.
Yeah. Fish tank.
Maybe. Maybe. But I mean, it has to be obnoxious. It has to be gigantic. Because
everything's just fucking big and grand for you, isn't it? Gotta fucking have a nice ass hotel or something.
It's fun.
And because you deserve it, which is good.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just fun.
Okay. Let's see. What about goals for either the week and then the rest of the year?
Goals for the week. Shit. I don't have any goals for the week. Got to get through the week. It's gonna be a tough week at work.
Why?
It's the end of the month. It's the end of the quarter. There's a lot of things that got to get closed out and done, and double checked and triple checked to make sure it's all good because there's no going back after this. And so it's gonna be long days. So just gotta make it through the week this week. And
then do you get a break? No. Never.
then just move on to the next one. Yeah.
Okay. So getting through work.
Getting through the week this week is gonna be rough, but that's gonna be fine. Goals for the year. I'm telling you, I'm doubling down on this social thing.
Okay. Why don't we start with that? Just being social. Not making a new friend. That one's hard. I don't know how I did it, but I did. But being social.
Yeah.
Where would you want to start?
Hell if I know.
It has to be a want.
I don't want to do it. I have to do it.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
Why?
Because I told myself that I have to do it. That's why.
Oh my God. So because it's a goal and an accomplishment that you set for yourself, you have to fucking do it. Jeez.
Now you're getting it. There you go. You see.
All right.
That's something I want to do. It's something I have to do.
Okay. What about social events?
What about social events?
Don't you consider that being social? And if that's the case, then you're hella social because you go to games all the time.
Ask me how
events?
Ask me how many people I talk to at this sporting event. Yes, I'm surrounded by thousands and thousands of people. How many people did I talk to? 0.
That's true. I don't really talk to
yeah,
anyone
either. I don't. Like
maybe when we make a goal or something, I'll be like,
Yeah, and that trips me out.
Why?
Because like this dude behind me, I was at the game last week, and this dude behind me taps me on the shoulder, and he gives me a high five, and I was like, yeah, woo, let's do it. Yeah, I love it. I was like, I don't know you. Like,
oh, okay.
You would have turned around and talked to him.
I would have hugged him. I would have bought him a beer, and we would have chugged it together.
Exactly. I gave him a high five because, you can't leave him hanging. And then I went back to living my life. And that was it.
You're like those dogs that are at doggy daycare that are just sitting surrounded by all the...
There's a lot going on.
Like,
I'm going to hang out over here.
Y'all are too much. Why are you doing the most?
Exactly. That's why it's so difficult because that's...
You like reading, though? What about book clubs?
Oh, I do love reading.
That seems like a more mellow, interactive environment.
I do love to read. But I have tried book clubs. I've tried private book clubs. I've tried I did find a Facebook book club once.
Ooh.
That was interesting.
How do they work? Nah, I've never been a part of a book club. I just know that...
No, it was cool. It was interesting because it was a silent book club. So all we did was everybody grab your book, you go to a bar, and you just chill like on a Sunday afternoon or something. You go and you just read for a little while. And then afterwards, you interact and you commingle with people. And like, oh, what are you reading? Oh, what's that about? Cool. And I tell them what I'm reading about. And
that sounds fun.
Because you're not all reading the same book because that takes a lot of planning.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, maybe I'll read that next. Yeah. And then we just ended up getting trashed at the bar. So like that. I know, right?
That sounds like right up your fucking alley.
It was a lot of fun.
What happened to it?
I don't know. It just fizzled out. Like it wasn't a very big group. And then they didn't set they didn't set the date for the next one. I was just like, all right, whatever.
I say you should start one. Be like, okay, hey guys, I'm going to be at this bar reading this book. If anybody else wants to read their book at this bar, come through. It could start with one. It'll start with me. And then it'll slowly grow
into 4
people.
In what world do you think I am posting? I'm going to be here. Come through if you want.
This is you trying to accomplish your goals, right?
I know, but that sounds miserable.
Getting out of your comfort zone.
It sounds miserable.
It's just one step.
I know.
Towards something that you'll like to do. That may or may not.
But then,
turn into socializing.
What if people... Socialism? I'm going to start... Me and my book in a bar. We're starting the socialism. Come on, comrade.
Come on, guys. Let's unite. Oh, my God. But yeah, see, that sounds fun. Even I would want to fucking do that. Honestly, anything in a bar I'd want to do.
You see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what if people show up? Then I actually have to go through with it.
But you don't have to talk to them.
No, I do. That's the whole point.
Well, no. Just be like, hey, we're reading over here.
No, because then now it's on me.
Grab a drink.
Now it's on me. I have organized this.
Oh.
I have to talk to people. If you organize it, I'll show up. Support you all the way. I'll be there as part of your group. But I'm not organizing it. That sounds like a lot of work.
You know what? Maybe I will.
Right.
Because one of my bucket lists for years has been to try to finish a book. I don't read. I can't read.
Oh, you
I can't read.
It's
can't do
fun.
it. My attention span goes out the window, and I will read a book for years.
You just have to power through. So okay, so I don't know because I know like people read in different ways. But I am totally of like once I'm into it, the movie is playing in my mind.
Yeah.
Like I imagine what the characters look like, and I'm reading, and at some point I don't see the words anymore. I just see the movie playing out in my mind, and so I just tell people you just have to get to that point. Once you move past, like I am reading about these people on this page, and it's like, oh no, it's this character, and they're doing that, and then this is what's happening. So once you see them as it's a story playing out for you, then like you can't put it down. If it's a good book, you can't put it down. So you're just watching, and it's like you're binging anything. It's like, oh, you want to know what happens next, so you keep going. So you just have to power through. And my commitment is 75 pages. I have to read 75 pages. If past 75, if I don't like it, I'm okay. I can put the book down and be like, this wasn't for me. But I can't do 20 pages and then put it down because I'm like, oh, you didn't even give it a chance. At 75, you are invested enough to know whether you want to know more about these people or you don't want to know more. So next time you pick up a book, commit to 75 pages.
75.
Yep. It's not that much.
Okay.
Commit to 75. And then once you do that, then most of the time, if you pick something that you think you're gonna like, most of the time you'll be invested enough where you want to know what's next and you'll finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If I start this book club, you better fucking come.
I'm halfway through something right now. You just let me know where.
Okay, cool.
Just let me know where.
Exciting. All right, fun. Well.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We made it. I didn't even finish. We didn't even finish the flight. You did.
I mean,
hell
almost.
Yeah. Okay, but I do want to ask a question to the public, to the people. When was the last time that you got out of your comfort zone? Is there a goal that you want to reach? And have you given yourself credit today? That's it. I want you to think about that. And yeah.
Wow, that was deep.
That was deep.
And she looked straight at you. She asked you in your eyes. So don't ignore her. Answer. Comment down below. Welcome back to her channel. Like and subscribe.
Thank you.
I always wanted to say that.
Because I'm not going to say it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
I loved it. It was amazing. And yeah, it flies by.
It flies by.
Real quick.
You'll come back?
Of course.
We got a lot to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
You
stay tuned for the book club.
For the book club meeting, yeah. We will let you know how it goes because Ruthie says she's going to do it.
Imagine more people come from the show. It's a thing.
People are going to show up and be like, hi, Ruth.
They're going to fucking socialize with you and you have to talk to them.
Oh, okay. I can't promise that. Wait, no. If you say you came because you saw the video, then I will. I promise I will socialize. I'm actually a nice person who talks to people, but you have to talk to me first.
He said it. You have to say that you watched it and then he'll talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Promise. Pinky promise. You and me.
Yay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.